Hey everybody. So last season, the NHL and all 31 teams dropped reverse retro jerseys for them to wear for a few games throughout the season. And when those jerseys were originally announced and shown off, I did a video looking at my 5 favorite reverse retro jerseys and my 5 least favorite reverse retro jerseys. But now a whole season is gone. We've seen all of the jerseys in action on the ice, players wearing them, playing games. And I want to talk about 5 reverse retro jerseys that I originally underrated and ended up being a lot better than I thought they were going to be originally. And they ended up looking really, really good on the ice and better than they did in just their original photos when they first came out. So before we begin, I just ask you to please subscribe and hit that thumbs up if you haven't. It helps the channel a ton and it's greatly appreciated. But let's get into it here, starting with number 5, the Buffalo Sabres. This one was not in my top 5. This was one I was very middle of the road on originally, but after seeing them out on the ice, I really, really do like these jerseys a lot. Obviously, I was a little worried that the white base would end up being kind of boring, but because the royal blue and the gold that Buffalo uses is so good, it really accents and pops off that white very, very well. And then obviously you have the crossed swords logo in the middle, which I absolutely love. I loved it when it was on the red Sabres jerseys back in the mid-2000s, and I still love it. I think the colors are absolutely beautiful, and after seeing these Sabres jerseys in action, they're one of my favorites. I'm a lot more than middle of the road on them at this point. I really, really like these jerseys and think they look really, really good. Love the way that the blue and yellow pop off. And yeah, I definitely underrated the Buffalo Sabres jerseys originally when they came out with them. Number 4, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins, and this was a jersey that I did not think I was going to like. When these first came out, I was not high on these Penguins jerseys. I thought they were very boring. I thought there was way too much white and not enough anything else to make it look better. Just overall wasn't impressed. I thought Pittsburgh could have done a lot better. But then I saw them actually out on the ice, and they were so clean. Like, these were one of the absolute cleanest reverse retro jerseys out of all of them that we saw this year. Like, the white didn't end up being boring like I thought it was going to. I think that Pittsburgh's black and gold pants and the striping really helps with that. But it wasn't nearly as boring as I thought it was going to be. And it just looked so crisp and clean out on the ice. I ended up being a big, big fan of these Penguins jerseys when I actually saw them in game action. I remember the first game I saw them when they were playing against the Rangers. And I was just like, the whole game, I was just like, wow, like these ended up being way better than I thought they were. And I've ended up being a pretty big fan of these Penguins jerseys. So they are definitely one that I originally underrated. Coming in at number 3, we have the Washington Capitals. The Caps always seem to have great jerseys. It doesn't really matter if it's a throwback, if it's a third jersey, if it's their regular uniforms. The Caps have awesome jerseys, and these reverse retros are no exception at all. You've got the Screaming Eagle coming back, which is definitely a throwback to, childhood for me. When I was really, really young, the Caps were wearing the Screaming Eagle. I think the design is really, really cool. It's a pretty complex jersey with like the diagonal striping and whatnot. There's a little bit more to it than just the regular, around the bottom, maybe around the sleeves. Like it's way more complex than that. And on the ice, these things were absolutely beautiful. I mean, the Caps have awesome colors to begin with the dark blue and the dark red, and then the white to kind of pop everything off. The Caps colors are awesome, but these ended up... I really overlooked these when they first came out. I don't think I realized how awesome these were going to look on the ice. But after seeing them in action, I absolutely do. These are beautiful. they're not my like top favorite or anything, but there's a lot that I really like about these, and they put a lot of effort into it. You can see, you know, it's not like some teams that end up with some pretty just bland run of the mill, looks like they were designed in 5 minutes with, you know, a simple computer editor in front of you, like you're playing NHL 21 and you don't really care what the jersey, like it's. These got a lot more thought and effort into them with the striping and with the complexity of it, and how they ended up putting it all together. And then obviously the logo, the Screaming Eagle coming back, is just icing on the cake. So these ended up being really, really good. And I ended up loving these Capitals jerseys, and I definitely underrated them at the beginning. Number 2, the Montreal Canadiens. So I can tell you exactly what happened here. Just the shock value of the Canadiens wearing blue and not red, I think, is why I didn't have them super high on my list when they first came out. I just think I was kind of taken aback and not sure how to feel about the Canadiens wearing this much blue, because, I mean, their jerseys have always been mainly red with blue as an accent, but now this obviously completely reversed that, and it's mainly blue with red as the accent, and I definitely think that felt a little weird at first, and I think that's why I didn't really like these at the beginning. But after, you know, some time's gone by, seeing them on the ice, seeing them wear them for a season, I actually really, really like these. They are incredibly crisp jerseys. They're beautiful colors. I mean, the Canadiens jerseys, their colors in general are beautiful. But now that I've kind of gotten over the, whoa, it's the Habs wearing blue thing, these ended up being really, really nice. They're really beautiful jerseys. They've got some awesome striping. They've got some, you know, awesome layering with the colors and whatnot, where you have, you know, the red outline of the numbers, the blue main jersey, the red stripe through it. Like, there's so much to like about these, and these ended up being really, really good jerseys that I liked a lot more as the season went on compared to when I first saw them. But they're still not my favorite of the underrated jerseys that I originally didn't like as much and now absolutely love. And that's because, number 1, and this one was easy for me, the Florida Panthers. I cannot believe I overlooked how good these jerseys were at the beginning. These absolutely should have been in my top 5 video for jerseys that are best reverse retro jerseys. These things are absolutely gorgeous. These probably could work their way into my top 3 for favorite reverse retro jerseys now. And seeing them on the ice made me love them even more. But these things are absolutely beautiful. I have no idea why I underrated them so much at the beginning and didn't really have them in the top tier of reverse retro jerseys, because they absolutely belong there. I mean, the striping is beautiful. You've got it a little bit different on the, you know, the torso part of the jersey, where the sleeves are more diagonal, which again adds some complexity to it, makes it not boring. You've got the main blue, which I really like Florida's using blue as their main color, because their dark blue is really, really nice. And then you've got the red, you've got the, you know, the little bit of Panther gold that is used as kind of an outline in this jersey, which really, you know, really makes things pop off. And then you have the Leaping Panther logo, which is 1,000,000 times better than the Panthers' current logo, and I have no idea why they ever went away from this logo, and they should bring it back 100%, like right now. The Leaping Panther is 1,000,000 times better than their logo right now. It's absolutely iconic, and it's one of my favorite logos in NHL history, and obviously having that on the jersey makes it even better. But these jerseys are absolutely incredible. Should have been in my top 5 from the beginning. Are definitely in my top 5 now. And I have no idea, and I'm really kicking myself for underrating these at the beginning, because these have become absolutely one of my favorite reverse retro jerseys. And I I hope Florida wears them a lot because they're better than Florida's current uniforms by a lot. The logo in itself is significantly better. And if these were to become Florida's main uniforms, I would be really, really happy because they are absolutely gorgeous. So there you have it, guys. Those are 5 reverse retro jerseys that I definitely underrated at the beginning when they first came out. But after seeing them on the ice, seeing them in action, they ended up being a lot better than I originally thought. And some of them have really become some of my favorites, particularly the Panthers, the Capitals, even the Canadiens. Those have really, really climbed a lot in my rankings as far as reverse retros go. And those were jerseys that I probably should have liked from the start a lot more than I did and really, really like now. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Wanted to have some fun with some jersey talk. Let me know which jerseys did you underrate at the beginning. Let me know down in the comments. Which ones were you not as high on at the beginning, but after seeing them on the ice, ended up liking them a lot more than you thought. I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments as to which jerseys fall under that category for you. But with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon, merchandise store, donation link, and channel memberships are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys soon.